Hello everyone, welcome to Top Trading Edge. And today we're going to take a look at the Nvidia. They have the earning tomorrow, but it is after hours right here, 16 February after hours Nvidia earning, and we're going to analyze before the earning, see what's going on with the chart, and analyze financial. We're going to take a look at the financial as well as technical as well as geopolitical, and nail it down where the stock is heading, and see what output comes out after the earning, and we will see. All right, so let's deep dive in. This video is for education purpose only. I am not recommending to buy or sell any sort of stocks or investment. For financial advice, please consult with your financial advisor. Okay, so let's take a look at it. So I like to always go back and look at what exactly pandemic time price was. So it was like $47 low. So it was at the time it was $47, right? And then pre-pandemic was $80 right here, 78, $80 pre-pandemic. Now after that I found the major support here, which is 125, and then another support I found is around $200. So these are the levels of support which I can see right now. So now let's come to the current scenario, because the whole game changed since the EV auto industry pandemic made the whole chip shortage. So Nvidia benefit the most. So out of that, now as you can see, stock is keep grinding. This price was accepted by the market. From here, as you can see, this $200 range, $125 range in 2020, when we were locked down. Most of the cities were locked down, and this time from here to September 20 until March. So pretty much almost 6 months, this price was accepted by the market. Try to break through the support, and it could not succeed. As you can see, it could not succeed. Breakthrough threes, breakthrough here, but then bull comes in and pulls out. So as you can see, the support was tested quite a bit. It was horizontal support. It supported, and then as you can see, is grinding higher, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This is the perfect sign for a good stock. So whenever you see higher high, higher low like this, and supporting 100-day moving average support, 50-day moving average support of 50-day moving, then again found the support at 100-day moving average. So these are the good healthy signs I would see right here. Now let's come back here and see current scenario, what happening. So on November 21st, it got reached to 345, 346, somewhere around that area, and then got rejected. And once that it got rejected, as you can see, it created sloping resistance, as you can see right here. So this price people did not like. That is, there was no buyer to buy. Then again 334 also got rejected. People did not like the price. Then 325 didn't like. This price also didn't like. 310 $310 didn't like. Then again here I'm looking at here the price. So 304 didn't like, and then the major sloping support, it broke. So whenever you break this sloping support, then I wrote down here broke ascending triangle bearish. So this triangle was a good triangle. I thought you can bounce it this way or you can go down, but then it broke downward. And when it broke, that's the bearish sign. So resistance could not break. You see these are wrote down, resistance could not break, and it failing. So we will keep testing how long it fell. When this broke, look, I wrote down here too. If this break, then we are bullish. If this breaks, we are bearish. So as you can see, could not break the resistance, and it keep falling. Once this support broke, look at here going diagonally. Over here, it look a straight falling knife, right? And then it broke the 100-day moving average, because once this broke, it's very easy to break 100-day moving average, 200-day moving average, it broke. And then people like this price because $200 to find Nvidia. So people think, oh, why is a good price? Let me go and buy. So people jump into this boat and then it started grinding. But remember, at this time when this happened, remember market crash and 12% market crash at that time. Nvidia, Apple, every stock had a little hard time on it, which was 20 days ago, right? So and since then, market is supporting and is grinding higher because people find the interest in this stock. Now everybody knows that chip is the biggest shortage and biggest in demand in current say, current scenario right now, whatever we have in the market. So demand is super high, and that's why this stock is very bullish, and many people are holding this stock, and they believe in that this could be a big game changer in their life. All right. So now, what exactly happening here? If you can take a look at the sloping support building last 20 days right here, right? But then we have the major resistance. But if you look at the resistance today, market close is right here at 263, 265. But if you look at it, the 100-day moving average is right above. That is your resistance. We need to close above 100-day moving average, then we are bullish. So this 100-day moving average is your resistance. Remember, that is not a good sign when you have a resistance 100-day moving average, plus you have a resistance of major sloping resistance that is also could not break. Then we have 50-day moving average resistance. So we have a three critical resistance which are not good for the stock. I'm just reading the technical side, okay? I'm not even going into the what result. If the result come out good, it can break through and can fly if the result comes out good. So we're going to analyze it a little bit in an, but first let's read the chart technical side, because these are real price action. Each candle is representing the work somebody who's putting money in and out. Like, this red candle because somebody is pulling out. This green candle, somebody is bullish. That's why it become green candle. This is not based on headline somebody created it and then this green candle happens. No, this there are somebody has a potential buyer. That's why they want to go, and it could be either direction people want to think, but these are the real bullish sign right now. But we have a resistance, so we got to be whenever you see resistance means you got to be cautious. Whenever you see resistance, cautious. Whenever you have a support, that's the good sign, that hey, this is the good sign. But then you see resistance, and particularly major sloping resistance, remember, several times got rejected, and still date from here to here, not a single time cross. So that's why I'm giving you alarm here, okay? I'm just reading chart, guys. Okay, I'm also, I like Nvidia also long term, but again, remember, there's a lot of things we have to be cautious here. If this pay, and we are not that far. If we are $10 far, then we understand, but we are not that far. So hopefully, good earning come, and it can poke through easy, simple poke through. Like look, this size candle, it can poke through. Then buy. You will find the buyer. Why? Because there is no resistance. Market maker and all the buyers, banks, and everybody, they're like, oh wow, we these stock just poke through the 100-day moving average. Then when they use the scanners, right? Every bank, every buyer, every trader, they use scanner. When they use scanners, find me the stock which is above 100-day moving average, then Nvidia pop. Otherwise, Nvidia will not even pop into the trading in the trading desk. So people will not find the buyers. But if this cross, then the buyer, you will find a lot of buyer because it's broke. There are a couple of things we have to always see. You need a domino effect when something, 100-day moving average cross, then you find the buyers. Okay. So it looking trend, look at 20% trend is bullish, 80% trend is bearish, because this major resistance we are at right now, and nobody wants, one guy cannot take chance, one buyer cannot take a chance and just go and poke through. They are waiting for result, just like you are waiting for, everybody waiting for Nvidia result, right? Just like buyer don't want to spend money right now, and what if something not good, then because market condition also not good, right? That's why people are cautious right now and go slowly. So people are waiting for the result now. uh, Most probably right here we technical side done. So now let's take a look at the earnings. Now what are their expectation is their estimation is 7.4 billion dollar revenue, and their EPS estimation is $1.23. What was the previous one they achieved? Estimation was 6.8 billion and they achieved 7 billion. So they did achieve 7 billion when in November, when the summer time people were home and they played in that quarter, and then the result came in November, right? June, July, August, September, right? Yep. So then they made a good money here, and then EPS was $1.17, $1.11. So this earning was positive. Then let's take a look at this time when people were locked down. 6.5 billion they achieved, and reported was one. So pretty much the EPS is around $1 for $1.05, like $1 around range, right? So and here they are trying to expect is $1.23, and their expectation for the revenue is 7.42 billion. Now let me explain you what I see right now here. 742 and here is 7. So it's pretty much for another gap here is almost 400 million. They need to achieve more. So this is how I look now. Look, we have a biggest demand right now. Biggest shortage we have is a chip shortage. So if this company can take a advance payment from their customers, and they can achieve that target, because the demand is, I say, hey, we're gonna supply you first because you have this big order, and we're gonna give you this much advance, and then they're gonna take care of their customers. So that can happen because of the demand right now is huge, but supply is a constant also. So Nvidia has to perform well, and I'm sure they can do, and we're gonna compare with the AMD also. So let's go on back to the AMD. What AMD? Just to real quick, we're not gonna spend too much time on AMD, but we're gonna look here in AMD. So look, AMD performed right here, earning came in right here was it, and then boom, went right. So what did I say? Need to be bullish about the sloping support. So Nvidia performed good, but at the end, market condition are not that great. So it's still right here at the sloping support area, sloping resistance area right here. All right, so if you look at here, it tried to fly and then it pulled back. So let's go back here now. 7.42. Now let's look at, now let's analyze this here. Okay, so if you look at the EPS is $1.23. So if you multiply, let's do this calculator. So it's around 1 week. I'm gonna take $1.10 average, because we need 4 quarters earning EPS. So $1.10 into 4 quarters comes out $4.40. What is the price is currently? 260. Excuse me, 265. 265 is the price, divided by EPS is 4.40. 4.40, so 60 comes out six. Their EPA, the price per earning ratio, forward PE ratio. I'm just look. This is based on the past. I'm looking. Future has to be higher. So then it comes out 65 times. So people earning per share, now look at here. So around 60 times comes out here, and this one is what Yahoo says here. Yahoo says around 47, 57, yeah, 50 forward P ratio comes out here. Okay, but I always try to project, because based on, I looked at the past one. Project would be better, because they might count 125, 150, 140 projection. So their forward P ratio is almost 47. So would you pay price earning ratio of 47 times when you want to buy a stock at this market condition? This is how the buyer will invest the money into, based on, we all know that this stock has run up too much, but also there is a pent up demand on other side also, and big demand, big orders, big supply. So this number is feasible normally in the market, 20 to 25 or 23. So let's compare with the AMD. We have the AMD, and how much AMD expensive it is. So we right now we're just looking at the couple of things before we jump in. So AMD is 28 forward PE ratio coming out. So almost like a 80% cheaper than Nvidia. So AMD is 80% cheaper than Nvidia if you take a look at it. Forward PE ratio, right? Now we also take a look at their balance sheet also a little bit. Now we look at the outstanding share. So they have outstanding share is right here, is almost 2.5 billion. That's a lot of outstanding share. Whereas here AMD has outstanding shares are 1.2. So half the size of, so basically if the company is making revenue of $16 billion revenue, they have to share with this many outstanding shareholder, right? Yeah. Whereas in this is AMD, whereas in Nvidia, you have to double it up. You have to share the pie with double. So that's why the price goes down when you compare with that. But that's the one side I did not like, which is 2.5 billion outstanding shares. then their balance sheet right here. Balance sheet, what is it balance sheet here? They have 19 billion in cash. This is good. 19 billion cash. Market cap is, their market cap is 600. So that's nothing. 600 billion market cap, 19 billion in cash. Oh, look at this here. Total debt. The debt is 12 billion. So 12 billion minus 19 is they only have a 7 billion in cash right here. That's not good because they have a huge debt. So they took a debt and they didn't want to pay the debt and they keep the cash, and cash you lose money. So if you pay interest rate, and now interest rate gonna go up as the Fed gonna announce. So that's not good, just to keep in mind, guys. Okay, always look at the debt. Now let's look at the this AMD debt. Total cash here is 3.6 billion because small company, and debt is only 732. So way low. The ratio is very low here. Debt is over, that debt is more than 65-70%. Here debt is only 10%. Oh, sorry, 3, 10, 6, 70, almost 25%, right? So the ratio over is way higher. So you got to be, that is another alarming sign here, because when you have a debt, you have to pay interest on it. And this is not a small amount of debt, 12 billion, because they have a lot of expenses. They might be investing money into the growth. So that could be the case too. So forward P ratio. So if I compare with AMD and Nvidia, I like AMD price wise, value wise, balance sheet wise, and like I say, forward P. I always go by the EPS and forward P ratio because I want to look at the future, and if I look at the future by the numbers, this is way cheaper than this would be the value. AMD would be cheaper value compared to Nvidia when they have to perform, right? So uh, overall, I mean, let's go back to here now. We already look at it. This is double. We are paying more money here. That's why maybe this resistance might play a big role tomorrow. Okay, so if I were you, again, I would not take any chance tomorrow and jump in right away. And I'll give you one advice why right here. AMD did pop earning. It had a pop, good earning, definitely had a good earning, and it was good. But if you think you want to exit, you want to just play with the earning and exit, then it's a 50-50. But if you want to be a long term, say, hey, I think you think I'm missing the boat, then I would not jump in right away because market condition is changing. So if I were you, look at the market condition is changing. So we got to wait because it can break. But tomorrow, if Fed meeting comes in March, and if they announce 0.5% interest rate to, and remember, there's the most important part, guys. I don't know you guys know or not, but on the 10th of March, the Fed is going to stop. Um, tightening the no, they're gonna start tightening the on 16th March, and 10th March they'll be stop buying. So that will be a major disaster. So the 10th of March there'll be easy tapering stop, and 16th March they're gonna be start tightening the tapering. So that is the date where we have to be very careful those areas when CPI data also coming out on 10th of March, and tomorrow is also FOMC minutes. So they're gonna read those minutes, and in that minutes, if they are already feeling the pain because they already made mistakes. They said Fed is behind the curve because last 2021 there was a CPI data was 4.5%, and then they did not even increase a 0.25% or 0.5% interest rate last year. Now they're behind the curve. Now they're feeling the water under the legs because inflation is out of control, and they have to manage that supply and demand. So and yield is going high. When the bond yield goes high, that's not a good sign. So I made a video if you want to understand about the whole thing, how the market is performing, what's going to happen 2022, how the market condition. Because remember, you can't just be bullish on a stock because you like it, like this. You have also need to analyze by technical, not only technical. You have to look at the geopolitical, Fed policies, government policies. Based on that, stock can perform. So right now, geopolitical, any things that can overrule of your any technical, any fundamentals, right? So that's why you got to be a little cautious. So video, look at this Fed one, stock market crash. That can be, you know, don't just look at the headline. Understand this. It's a little lengthy video, so you cannot skip and understand. You got to be give a little time to understand. This video is very interesting video. Um, so you can go through that. I also made a video for Shopify, Roblox, all these before earning. I make the videos on that. So, but go through this video, give you a little fundamental knowledge that what exactly going, how the market looks like to me, how it's going to happen, you know. So you can go through that, and that will give you a little idea about how the market is looking from now onwards. So, and also just to give you idea that Nvidia, I did tweet about the Nvidia on January 18, 2022, right here. What did I say here? Around $300, and is looking like a bearish. It broke the sloping resistance, sloping support, and heading down because breaking the 100-day moving average also. And then, and I tweet this, guys, Nvidia, watch out, guys. I see something, I say something. Just broke 100-day moving average. That's bearish sign, right? On 18th, right? And then look, boom, 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 right? So that's real price action was happening, and then it found the support 200-day moving average, and then it bounced. So that was a good that it bounced. So overall, look, what I see right now here is 340. So let me analyze it here, right here. So I'm gonna find this. Look at the price, how much Nvidia is up from here. So Nvidia is 346. So I'm gonna look here. Look, you see this 340. That was the high. So Nvidia has jumped from the pandemic low almost 665%. You can see that. Sorry, 665% jump from this price. Now let's from here, pre-pandemic level, how much it jumped? 340% jump to the high. Now, as of today, it is right here, this price right here. So far, from pre-pandemic, still the stock is up 240% mark, still price is up 200. So it is a balloon right now, okay? But this is not a regular stock. This is chip making company, right? It's a huge demand. So it's a catch 22 to analyze that, hey, want to jump in or not jumping in, right? So like I said, these right here you see 240. So market right now analyzing which company has how much cash in their hand, what are the product they are making, how much, what was the pre-pandemic price was before, does this stock has a room to deflate. Remember, this is already inflated stock, deflate. But then chip making company, they are right now benefiting. Remember, they are benefiting, so I'm not going against it. But then also when the market condition change, so what happens when market condition change? That time, if I have seen, man, believe me, I don't say anything bad, but I have seen when market condition change. You see, this happens. It can happen with Apple also. It happened. Tesla also. So if tomorrow Fed come and announce, 0.5% interest rate, I can see it can correct. Market can go back to again 10% too. I do see a correction happening. There's a long that you got to see that Fed video which I already showed you. So that can happen because no matter how much talk you can be bullish, but when market can overrule all the indicators, all the financial situation you have, right? So that's why we can't just be a bullish because we like the company, right? We have to also see how it will perform when if market reacts. So do you think market now is going to go up? No, because then you got to go and look at the video because market condition is not a good condition right now based on my analysis. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that on this video. You can go back look at that video, stock market crash video, which is I predicted in December, but I made the video here. I did made 3 4 videos in that my portfolio, which is you can see top trading edge. Or you can type on YouTube top trading edge one word and it will pop one word top trading edge and you can find this one right here. You can type it in and you can see that video. So and also my Twitter handles. I always tweet a lot, almost 2,000 tweets. So you imagine how many tweets I do. So on Twitter, I do give a lot of alerts on it. On a YouTube, sometime I makes a video on the evening time, mostly on the weekend time, but can't catch up with the video because a lot of process takes a lot of time to do that. So if you follow me on Twitter with the same handle, Twitter handle tab top trading edge, and I'll be able to answer your questions. Any answer you want to know. And if you have any questions on YouTube, if you don't have the Twitter account, then you can put it in under the comments, and I can definitely answer your any questions you have on that. All right. I would highly appreciate if you guys like my this content which I'm trying to provide you here. Most of the videos you can see compared with the YouTube, they they are not as quality content you are getting. So if you appreciate my homework and if you like it, please click on like button, bell buttons. So ring the bells and subscribes also. I would that we need, man. I need a subscriber because we have a lot of I have a lot of restriction on uploading on YouTube's since I started this channel for like 3 weeks. So if you guys can help me out on subscribe, I would really appreciate. uh, Also you like I said, follow me on Twitter. Until then, any questions, comment below. All right, so thank you for your time today. I'll just wrap it up and see you for the next video. Thanks, bye.